Ah, yeah. Oh, you know I like to have fun. I like to take them back on that old school shit. Yeah. Money talking like that, my baby. Seeing these brand new faces, say shootouts in different places. Shotters talk overrated, that money come different phrases. Yeah. Heard these niggas want some smoke with them babies. Bullet exit is dome, come in contact with the others. My homie died from that fire for a fact, man. I love weekend, I don't know white flag. I made that choice, so I'm thugging. Don't give.
Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Today is a video that we are going to be doing something. We are going to be doing commentary, but I didn't have this planned, but I just I was going to shoot it anyway. And I was like, wow, this is something I felt like we all needed to be together and make this thing happen because, oh my gosh. I mean, Brenay and Tim on Dr. Phil. Y'all, I don't know what to think. I've seen some snippets of this. Now, the video that we're going to be doing reaction to was posted by a young lady who I believe got it in its entirety, the segment that they were on. So we're going to check it out and see um, what we can make of this and just do our commentary to it. Thank you all for those who have taken the time to come in here and just fellowship with me, help me as I move forward back into regular vlogging, not vlogging, but commentary. Just thank you to all of y'all. So, without any further ado, let's get into this. It is about a 30-minute video. Let me see who I got over here. Hey, Cancer. Hey, Can. Hey, Sunrose. You said you saw it and you can't understand why they keep going on. You took the words right out of my mouth with this one. Cause it's like, huh? Huh? I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. And that's really all I can say is it is crazy. And I haven't even seen the whole thing. This will be a blind watch for me for most of it. So let's just get into this thing. Hey, Bushwashers, thank you guys for taking the opportunity to come on here and watch this with me. Y'all be sure y'all hit that like button for me. Let's go ahead and honor our Mishmob member for today. I just missed somebody. Hey, Miss Lorraine. So let's go ahead and honor our Mishma member, and then we'll get right into the video. Hey, Nicole Nelson. I'm sorry, Nicole Anderson. Thank you so very much for being a member of the Mishma and a supporter to the channel. I really appreciate it. Guys, as you know, to support the channel, you simply can do as little as hitting the like button, hyping us up. Of course, to hype us, you need to be a subscriber to the channel. And also be sure you turn on those post notifications, and that's it. Let's get into the video. Come on, guys. Follow information. Let's go. All right, let's jump on into the commentary.
Not immediately.
Okay, but you were still married.
Yes.
Both of you were separated, but still married.
Correct.
So he wasn't staying at home.
No, he was not.
Okay, but don't you have videos in his marital home?
Yes, I do.
Now, she started out with some bullshit. My question is, with all of the information that's out here on these two, why would she go on here acting like things weren't what they were? The sole reason that she lost in her alienation of affection claim was because the evidence was so compelling that I mean they couldn't help but give it to her. The fact that she was in this woman's home while the woman was at home, you know, conducting herself in such a trollop like manner. I mean, it is sad. And quite frankly, I don't think she realized at the end of all of this, baby, this shit gonna get ugly. That's all I can say. And your situation gonna be more ugly because everybody know what you did. We know, boo. It is not a secret. We know that you was in that lady house with her husband. We know, girl. We already know. Trying to make it bigger for y'all.
Inappropriate videos.
In his marital home.
Correct.
What's he doing there if he's separated?
So that is okay. So can I now explain it? How?
Well, we don't have the facts yet.
Right.
We'll get to the explanation. I'm just trying to get the facts.
No, yes. There were 2 inappropriate videos created. I was under the influence of alcohol.
Okay.
As I stated in court.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was in his marital
Correct.
home. But he's supposedly separated, but he was in his marital home.
No, that was before separation.
Okay. So you did have an affair with him before he was separated.
The context of the videos, no.
So you weren't having an affair then?
No.
Okay. You were just over there being inappropriate.
I was over there, I can say yes, over there being inappropriate. Those 2 videos that were shared in court that were inappropriate. I can say yes.
I haven't seen them, so tell me what they were.
Well, one of the videos that was recorded, I went over there initially because I was going through my own issues in my marriage. Okay.
And you thought you'd take it up with somebody else's husband?
So no, that's not true. I was there as that we were all close. All of us were close. So no one knew about my issues in my marriage other than my the opposing party and Tim. So they knew that I was going through issues in my marriage. I didn't want to initially go there, but it led me to go there. They were okay with me going. She reached out, said it was okay. So I was there for a week.
You said it led me to go in there. What's the it?
So Tim and his wife, they allowed me to stay at their home for that week.
Okay.
During that week, I'm not a drinker. I'm not an alcoholic. I did drink. I was under the influence, and I took Tim's phone and I created a video of myself talking gibberish in the video. That was one. It was inappropriate, absolutely.
What were you saying?
If I can recall, I couldn't wait to be Mrs. Montague, which I am now. It was a lot of like, oh, I love you, these type of videos. That is what I said in the video. About Tim.
His husband.
Yes, about Tim.
She sound like she lying. Why would you, a woman who is married, allegedly just going through issues with your husband, be over another woman's house, where her and her husband lay their head? Why would you be over there and even say, I love you, I can't wait to be Miss Montague, if you guys don't have any type of personal relationship? You sound like a fool. You sound like a lying, sorry, low-life ass fool at that. And quite frankly, she makes her money off of social media. She's probably going to cut her social circle in half with these bold-faced lies. Everybody know at this point that you a trollop. Just own it.
While you were staying in her house.
Correct. As I stated, I'm not ashamed. It was inappropriate. And I stated to that in court. It was very inappropriate. That was one of the videos. The second video was I was in the bathroom filming myself brushing my teeth. Tim came behind me and I did a little dance, and that was the end of that video. So again, yes,
He tries to make them sound so innocent, as if this is something that anyone could have done. A person with esteem and decent morals and values would not have conducted themselves like that. They wouldn't even put themselves in that type of situation. Because what is Tim doing in the bathroom with you, girl? A married woman and a married man.
inappropriate videos.
Were you dressed?
Yes, I was dressed. I was fully clothed.
Okay.
So those are the two videos.
Check it.
Yes, those are the two videos that were inappropriate, and I am proud enough to walk in my truth about those. And they were
So you're proud enough. You should have said you're a woman enough, but you should definitely not be proud.
inappropriate, yes. But that does not mean that I slept with him, which I didn't. I didn't sleep with him. That doesn't mean that I had an affair with him. Those were just inappropriate videos that was created in which his ex-wife knew about those videos before.
She knew after they came out. And you can't say that you weren't sleeping with him because you're married to him now. Something happened.
Before the lawsuit came out.
Okay. But you had sex with him before.
No.
I thought y'all were without him in high school.
Okay, so yes, in high school, yes. We had a relationship in high school. And yes, we were intimate in high school.
Okay.
So then we closed that chapter and remained friends. And then we both remarried other people, married, whatever. And that's how our relationship, we were high school sweethearts.
Is y'all in high school?
Yes, it is. That's kind of cringy. Those are old pictures, but yes, that is us in high school. Loved him. We were madly in love with each other,
but then y'all closed the chapter. I don't know. Don't sound right. You were madly in love with him. I don't know if he was madly in love with you. I'm sure Dr. Phil did his research. He know Brenay is a trifling hussy. I hope he called her out for it. I don't know why they're doing interviews. Embarrassing. Yeah, I don't get it. You know what? Maybe this is the universe's way of trying to get her the money to take care of what she needs to take care of. That's the only thing I could think. Cause Chabo, a mess.
it just didn't work out when we were young. So then we went on to be with other people. And so we were intimate back then.
Kelly.
Okay.
But not during the course of their marriage, him being in the home.
Okay.
Before legally separated, yeah.
So in January of 24.
Yes.
So almost 2 years ago, you signed a lease and you identified him as your boyfriend.
So that is where the mix-up is. I signed my lease. I never put emergency contact down. Tim moved in with me, I would say around September, November, around that course of the time, fall-ish. And I put him down as my emergency contact because he was my boyfriend at the time. So yes.
In the fall of 23?
24.
But in January 24, according to Akira's attorney, you executed a lease identifying him as your boyfriend.
That was updated. That was not the first lease. I had a copy of the updated lease. So that's why he's named as my boyfriend, because at that time he became my boyfriend July 6th of 2024.
So in July, you went back and said, let me have that lease I signed in January.
No.
I want to fill in and put him as my boyfriend.
No, that's not how it worked. I needed an updated lease, right? So my first lease that I signed had no emergency contact on it, right? So
he ain't talking about no emergency contact, girl. He talking about your boyfriend that you identified on that paper because that's what you felt like he was, whether he was or not.
So I put him on the lease after he moved in with me. So around September, like I said, fall-ish is when I added him on the lease as my boyfriend, not before. I signed my lease in January. There was no copy of that lease. They updated the lease because I needed to go to the leasing office. So that's why it's on the lease. But of course, it was fun to that point.
All right. Then in March, Akira and Tim were legally separated.
Yes, March 5th.
Then in May, she files a lawsuit against you.
Correct.
And then in August, Akira and Tim divorced.
Correct.
And then in March of this year, you and your husband filed for divorce. And then in September this year, you married Tim.
Yes.
So y'all are married.
Yes, we are.
How's it going?
Amazing.
Okay. But then 2 months later, you got a verdict against you for $1,750,000.
Yes.
That had to be a shocker.
It was.
And that's against you, not Tim.
Right.
Well, coming up.
And she's sitting there with a smile on her damn face. Child, y'all, she is sitting there with a smile on her damn face, like she proud of that damn verdict. Like she bought and paid for that man.
We're going to meet Brenay's new husband and Akira's old husband, Tim, who says what we've heard in the news and on social media is not how it really went down. So we're going to let him clear the air on all that right after the break.
To me, their situation feels unauthentic. And the reason that I say that is it's like they trying too hard. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just really like they're trying too hard. And it's almost unreal, you know?
Well, Brenay's new husband, Tim, has been all over the headlines as a man whose affair helped trigger a $1.75 million judgment under North Carolina's rare alienation of affection law. And tonight we're going to hear directly from Tim about what was really happening in his marriage, his relationship with Brenay, and how it led to this hefty verdict. Welcome, Tim. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
Together?
No.
That thing about me being her manager
It's a lie. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want. This is your chance to clear everything.
Yeah.
So you didn't work at the same place?
No, we never. I've been an influencer for 5 years.
Yeah.
Right. So before that, I was a substitute teacher. So no, we didn't work together.
Okay. And what kind of work do you do?
So now I sell fitness programs, and I'm also a personal trainer.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You never worked the same place at the same time?
Never.
Okay. So you guys were an item in high school. Cute couple.
Thank you.
And that was how long ago?
20
Or 13
or 14.
Yeah.
He asked me to be his girlfriend on my actual birthday.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Was there a point at which you said to Brenay, my marriage is over, done, kaput, zip, out here, done, and I want to be in a relationship with you?
I mean, she was present for a lot of what happened in my marriage. So like she said, we were close. We all spent some time together. So she would see like the toxic environment, and she played mediator to a lot of situations. Oftentimes, if the children were there, she was like comforting the children. And we were just yelling and all that stuff that we did. But she saw a lot of how it just fell apart.
How long were you married to Akira?
5 years. But we were separated. Within that 5 years, we were separated for a month and a year and a couple months, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you marry Akira?
So, backstory. Her and I started dating in 2018. And my family, I grew up struggling. So, I went into moving with her in 2018. There was a situation, she had roommates. There was a situation where.
Were you in love with her?
No.
Never?
No.
Do y'all have children together?
Yes, sir.
2?
Yes, sir. 6 and 4.
6 and 4?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so, there was a conflict with her roommates. We had to move as soon as possible. I was waiting on my living situation to get together. So, we were calling around, and my dad and mom actually said to us, all right, you guys can live with us rent-free if you get married within 90 days. And at the time, I was under the impression that she had nowhere to go. This is what she told me. She had nowhere to go. She had no family here other than her mom, and I believe her aunt. Her mom had some foster children in a 3-bedroom home. They had different rooms, so she couldn't go back home.
Well, so it was a marriage of convenience, is what you're saying?
100%.
That's a bad decision, but I understand what you're saying. Why would you have children with somebody that was just a marriage of convenience?
That is so disrespectful. Because I don't believe it was a marriage of convenience. I believe that he wanted to be with Akira. She's a beautiful woman. They didn't look like they had a bad situation or a bad relationship with one another. And it seems like Brenay always had her eye on Tim. And when she had the opportunity to make a pass at him, she did. They had already had sex. If it was a positive situation there, that was just going to make it easier for her to do what she wanted to do. But even if this is how Tim feels, for the sake of the fact that they have 2 children, I just think it's horrible that he is displaying their situation like this. Their kids are going to grow up one day, and this is out there to stay.
Just a rent thing.
Yeah.
It's a terrible reason to get married.
Absolutely.
But then you had 2 children with her?
Yeah.
Somebody that's just a roommate?
So
to get free rent?
So the first child, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but her and I were intimate, and I exited the room, came back in, and she was sitting upside down. Said that up to that point she didn't get pregnant, so she wanted to see if she would get pregnant that way.
So you didn't mean to get pregnant?
No. And the second
you know how this works, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Puts his in
hers
and then
yeah, you're right.
So you know how that works.
Yes, sir.
And so
he sounds beyond stupid for even saying this dumb shit. I don't even know what to say. It is so disrespectful. It is just so disrespectful that he's saying that. Wow.
So you did that and boom, surprise.
Yeah.
And then you came back in and she was standing on her head? Or
she was like backside against the headboard, just sitting upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure it stuck.
I guess so. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you didn't expect that?
No, I was like, what the freak are you doing?
Okay. That's one.
Y'all, he sounds ridiculous. And the fact that Dr. Phil is not laying into his ass, this is sad as hell. The thing about it is, Tim, if you would not have had sex without a condom, this situation could not be. And that's period, point blank.
Yeah, the second was a complete surprise. Like,
right,
she fell at some place, had to go to the doctor. They were going to do an x-ray. They were like, man, you're pregnant. At this time, I was living on campus.
So she fell down and got pregnant. I hate it when that happens.
No.
I hate it when that happens. So that she fell down and got pregnant.
No.
Did she fall down in a sperm bank or what?
No.
Where did she fall?
I mean, at the time, I was living on campus. I was in college, Barton College in Wilson.
Yeah.
And I was going back and forth every weekend. So I can't tell you, whatever, but.
What the hell you mean you can't tell us whatever? You had sex with her. That's what happened. Like, this shit is sad. And then the fact that people like this, Dr. Phil, like you, ugh, y'all, I don't even know what to say. This is some ugly shit here.
That's how we found out that she was pregnant.
Okay. Now, according to Tim's ex-wife's complaint, she says the marriage was loving and that she was a devoted spouse. Now, nobody has a good day every day, but she says that this was a loving relationship. So I'm going to let Tim, and he says he has a witness to the contrary, explain that. She's not here to give her side of it, but I just did, so we'll let them respond to her version that she gave in court. I'm back talking to Tim and Brenay, who are now married for 3 months.
Just about.
About 3 months.
September 11th. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we got married. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got married on 9/11.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Prophetic. When did the verdict come in?
November. I don't remember.
It's like almost.
Now she know the day they got married. She know the day Tim got married. She know the day Tim broke up. She know the date of everything, but not the date that changed her life and that made her a woman who had to pay for a man. A historical day. She don't know that day.
Early November, close to mid-November. So we were.
Was it after you got married?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is like a wedding present.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't claim that, but
Yeah.
I guess.
So you, surprise, had 2 kids with somebody that was just kind of sharing the rent with you and making you miserable.
I wouldn't just say that. I wouldn't say, she was just a roommate. And at the end of the day, we were married. I'm just saying that the marriage was not in all of how it's presented.
Good times, though, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say, but we didn't I think we go on one date. We went on one date while we were married. Throughout that time, I went on one trip, another trip to with her family, but we didn't do things that any young family or young married couple would do. If anything, it was just toxic.
Yeah.
He was too busy with
Did you ever
Brenay.
go to counseling?
No, sir.
Did she try to get you to go to counseling?
After we decided to divorce and separate.
So when you hit the rock, she said, hey, let's work on this. And you said, not interested?
No.
So she did ask you to go, but you didn't want to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And she made an attempt to reconcile, but it was over for you?
It depends on what you call an attempt. A lot of it was, now that I see a lot of it was like a lot of manipulation. Mm-hmm. In ways of hey, feel bad for me and let's get this together. Mm-hmm. But I personally, just knowing this overall situation, I was through.
Yeah. Now you said, why is she picking on you?
Yes.
Because he's had other girlfriends. Why is she suing him?
Yes, I guess she would say allegedly he cheated on her multiple times and never filed any type of alienation or affection. What is it about me? It was always my question.
So he cheats, serial cheater, so why pick you out of the crowd?
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah. So have you allegedly cheated with other women?
I would say yeah. I wasn't faithful, but I didn't physically go and do all this other stuff. I didn't do all that. So I guess cheating, yeah. I would say yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be a yes.
Yes.
So
overall, yes.
Would this be more than 10 or
No.
less than 20?
Less than 20.
Less than 20?
Less than 10, actually.
Less than 10?
Yes. No. I didn't sleep with anyone during the course of me and her marriage. No. Anyone other than her? No, I didn't.
What did you do with him?
Entertainment?
Talk. Yeah, entertain, talk.
Just chatted him up?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You must be a hell of a conversationalist.
I guess.
So you just get these girls and just go out and chat.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I had a lineup of a bunch of females. No. I mean, you know, if it was anybody to, you know, hit me up about whatever, I would just communicate. Nothing crazy though, like no like images shared and all that good stuff. Now, like I said, we were separated before. Yeah. Her and we lived in 2 different counties, almost 2 hours apart. Yeah. So that time.
But yet you still had the discipline to just chat them up instead of roll them up.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, during that time, I was just doing what I wanted to do.
Really? You never?
No.
But you know what? He knows he's an idiot. He sounds like an idiot. But to me, the fact that Dr. Phil is not calling them out on their BS makes him look like an idiot too, because you got these people up here putting out some bullshit for what? Just to have them on your show? Like, it's crazy. I mean, if you're gonna have them there, at least, you know, make it a real conversation. Sir, whether she was upside down or not, she had to get the sperm from somewhere. She didn't steal it out your scrotum. You know, I mean, come on now.
Sure.
Yeah. You afraid you come in and be upside down?
Right.
I mean,
where did this discipline come from when you didn't have it with her?
Well, it's 2 different situations though. Now, when it came to her, me and my ex, we were through. There was no recovery. There was no coming back from that.
It's done.
It's done.
Okay. Now, you've seen a lot of stuff about you on the internet, right?
Yes, I did.
Because I got a big question about why they're focused on you and not you.
That has always been my question.
Well, I got it too. We'll drill down on that and see what we see. Brenay and Kim's story has no shortage of armchair judges online. And here's just one example from Nia Perry. Let's just say she's not on Team Brenay.
All the people at the courthouse said that Akira won and that Brenay was ordered to pay her $1.5 million in damages. Hell yeah. And for all the people that say that Akira had no business filing because it was just cheating, let it go. No, Akira is setting a standard. You're not going to keep on treating women like nothing and then you're not going to get no type of consequences from it. You're not going to continue treating children like they're disgusting. I'm so happy for Akira. I'm so proud of Akira. I feel so vindicated for Akira. I've been through some of the same stuff that Akira has, and I know so many other women have. Her story is so inspirational.
What do you think about that?
Key word that she said in her video is she went through something as similar as Akira. So it's easy for her to make that video and point fingers at me without actually knowing the facts. Just because someone's filed something doesn't mean it's always factual.
And she doesn't know you.
No, she does not.
Doesn't know the facts.
No.
She just knows what she's seen and heard on
from
the internet. We all know the internet's true.
I guess.
Are you online?
Yes.
Do you get blasted?
Absolutely.
What do they say to you?
It's not as bad as her.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, because she's made out to be the villain in the story.
Why do you think that is?
Bitterness. It's easy to make someone out a villain when, you know, you want to hide from taking accountability. You know, and even to this day, it's a lot of things that happens, you know, behind the scenes in our personal lives when it comes to, when it still comes to Akira and the children. I can't say much and I won't say much, but there's still a lot of things that goes on with that. And I mean, honestly, I feel like there's no reason for it. You know,
why do you think the guy gets a pass?
Because it's typical guy behavior to just cheat and do all that stuff. So,
you guys just get an easier pass?
I don't agree with it, but yes, unfortunately, in society, that's how it is.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right, does it?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, this is crazy.
Well,
She knows she next.
I feel like the reason that she's getting it worse is because you took your trifling long boob ass into this woman's house and laid over her children with their father. This woman was trying to be there for you as a friend, whether it was a good idea or bad idea. Which I feel like it was a bad idea because you had already slept with her husband. But she tried to befriend you. She tried to be there for you because you were going through something. You had family. You could have went home. You didn't have to go to these folks' house. Yet you did. And with her trying to help you, you betrayed her. You betrayed her. You dishonored her marital home, which should have been sacred. You dishonored her relationship. You even dishonored her children. And now y'all are sitting here on national television in front of the world, telling the world that those kids should not be here, that these children were accidents, and oh my God, and I never wanted to be with her. You didn't have to be, Tim. But that's why people think you ain't shit, Brenay. And then the fact that Tim done possibly slept with your sister, slept with whomever. Now he talking about he cheated. He know he ain't cheated because don't nobody want him that bad. Only person want him is stupid ass Brenay. He didn't have women after him like that. And the reason he didn't have sex with nobody because it was nobody else. Y'all just lying, trying to a narrative out there that you guys were together after his relationship. And it's just simply not true.
you mentioned children in this, and we're going to talk about that because I think they're the ones that can pick up the tab here for all of this.
Yeah.
And I think we need to turn some attention to that.
Yeah.
There are children involved in this love triangle.
Yeah.
There were close to 700 pieces of evidence in this case that were in trial. Some of it I've seen, and I'm really curious if y'all are having a relationship and both of you are legally married, even if separated, and you've made the point that we were both separated, but you're still legally married and there are children involved. Why would you go so public on social media with posts about the relationship?
See, that's one thing. Since me being an influencer, as you said, I do post my life for the most part. That's one thing that I do regret. I regret posting so soon. Like I'm looking at it as me hanging out with him, his sister, and me and my family. We're just all hanging out, even with the other parties. And it's innocent. Most of my videos are innocent, but they turned the innocent videos into something and made it as if we were dealing with each other during those times and those courses. But again, I do regret. That's one of the only things that I do regret is posting a lot of videos so soon. Just to think that the internet was going to accept it, and it turned and backfired.
And did you post his children online?
I had a couple videos. Yes, I had a couple videos with everyone. Me, Tim, his ex, Mike. We were all involved, even with the children. But outside of like him and I being together, I didn't post the children at all.
Did you post videos of the two children without permission?
I always get permission from her or from him, from Tim.
So this woman,
I would never do anything that spiteful.
This woman, Brenay, gave you permission to post her children, knowing that you are laid up with their father. She gave you permission to post her children online. Like, That don't make no sense to me. That don't even sound true. That don't. Why would she do that?
To post to children when they're innocent in this.
I'm not saying you did it spitefully.
Yeah, no, I know.
You just put them up when y'all were out doing something.
Yeah, so no, I didn't. I always will have permission to post. Yeah.
You're representing yourself now?
Yes, I was representing myself in the case, yeah.
In the underlying case, have you ever had a lawyer in any of this?
No. Well, yes, I did, but not anymore. When it came down for trial, I did not have an attorney, no.
So you were pro se in this. You represented yourself the whole time?
Yes.
Do you regret that?
Honestly, no. It was an experience, and it was a wild one. I learned a lot during this trial. I learned a lot.
Well, it's a pretty expensive lesson.
Yeah.
You stupid idiot. She really thinks this is a game. Like, I don't think she realizes that this is not a fucking game. Girl. Hey, Melody. Right, Mocha. I mean, I just don't know what to say about this. It's just crazy. She does, Monique. Ain't no woman gonna give you permission to post her child and you have done the things that you've done. Like, why would she? That would make no sense. And I mean, it could cause, issues to the children because they're gonna again grow up and see this madness.
Yeah.
You've been to court once, represented yourself, and you didn't do very well.
Well, I feel like I did very well. In my opinion, I did. I feel like I did very well. Even though the outcome is what it is as of right now, I still take pride in me representing myself. Because a lot of people probably wouldn't be able to do it. They would have gave up or backed out a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
It also wasn't by choice, though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't my choice. I didn't have the money for an attorney.
We reached out to Akira's attorney, Robinetta Jones, and here's what she had to say. The central focus of this case was not monetary recovery. It was centered on the acknowledgement of wrongful conduct. It was about confronting betrayal. It was about restoring dignity and ensuring that actions result in appropriate consequences. Our client elected to pursue this legal avenue to bring the truth to light, to address the injuries sustained, and to ensure that such destructive conduct was not dismissed as inconsequential. I'll get your reaction to that here in just a minute. Akira, are you surprised she was this gracious in telling her, hey, you want to go?
I'm gonna let y'all up. Don't leave.
Yes. It was weird. I overheard the conversation. We were all planning to go to another place in North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina, to apartment hunt for a kid. And I overheard a conversation, and she's like, I hear her saying, you guys should be together, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, nah, this not having this conversation. And then they call me in the room. And the first thing that Kira says to me is, Tim, I found your wife. And I'm like, what? She's like, I found your wife. Brenay is meant to be your wife.
Who said that?
Akira. She said this. And she's like, Brenay is meant to be your wife. She's God sent. It's a reason that you guys keep coming back together. You guys have a special bond and all this other stuff. And I remember specifically that conversation ending, and then her and I went to have our own separate conversation. And I was crying in her face. I'm like, there's no way that you're saying this. She was like, this is me letting you go.
Yeah, that's 1 out of 1.
Mind you, all of this happened before the lawsuit was even filed.
I mean, when the hell was else?
Is there anything you want people to know about you? Final statement, and I'll let you make it.
Yes. One thing I can say is I follow my heart. I am a kind, gracious person, and I am not a villain. Did I do inappropriate things? Was I proud of everything that I have done throughout the situation? No. But I've learned throughout this whole entire thing that God still extends His grace and His mercy, and I strongly wish that everyone else saw it like that. Nobody in this story is the victim. Everyone did some, crazy stuff. However, I can say that I've learned from all of my mistakes, and I just want to move on and be happy in my life without being dragged as this homewrecker, this Jezebel, and
But that's what you are. So you want to throw the rock and hide your hand is what you saying, and that's not what's finna happen. No, ho. No. You are being judicated as you presented yourself. If you didn't want the role, you shouldn't have tried out for it, dear. Um, and you all are up here after you have drugged Akira, you have tried to embarrass her, you have tried to make her as though she did not exist. You dehumanized her. You made her think she was crazy. All of these things you did to this woman. When you finally got with him after you slept with her husband in her house, because you did, after you did all of that shit and finally got with him, you could have left her the fuck alone, but no. You had to continue to fuck with that lady online. Now you want everybody to forget it. I have him now. It's okay. No, bitch. They gonna fucking drag you probably to the end of time. Hell, you a hoe. Just own it.
all of these things. I'm not that person. And people who actually know me in person or been
Just because you have a little change and you can buy people shit, don't mean that you're not that person. You are exactly the person that you showed that you were. And see, that's the thing. That's the same thing Peach McIntyre does. You a idiot asshole. Then you wanna because you feel you're not, you want everybody to believe you. If it was meant for Brenay and Tim to be together, nothing would have stopped that situation from being so. I mean, just it is what it is. Okay, Nikisha. Nothing would have stopped them from being together if that was what was meant to be. And it's really that simple. She didn't have to push the envelope if it was meant for her and Tim to be together. If their relationship was so bad, why did he consummate over and over and over and over to make these kids? He made a home with this woman. She stayed home to take care of the kids and take care of the family and trusted him to go to school just for this girl to not go to the school and try to defile him or be with him. You did it in her house, Brenay. How raunchy can you be? And then, right, but you know what? I call out Dr. Phil for this too. He a weak motherfucker too. Because you let these people come on your show and basically lie. Oh, when I went in the room, she was upside down on her head. With what, Tim? With the sperm bank sperm? Was it another man under the bed? I mean, let's be real about this shit. You had sex with her because you wanted to. You made a baby because you wanted to. And she lost the third child, if I understand correctly. Girl, this is a hot mess.
around me long enough, they're not biased. They will understand that I am Brenay. Like, I'm funny. I'm cool to be around. I have a big heart. Because even throughout this, I felt extremely bad that everything had to be like this. So I'm Brenay.
But you didn't stop screwing that man. As a matter of fact, when he had his children over to visit, you was having sex with him while the kids were in the house. My understanding is you told one of the kids to come to the room and bring you the wipe so you can clean your ragged ass coochie. You damn. Ooh. Y'all, it just, she can be what she want to be. She can do what she want to do. But own the shit and live with it. Whoever you are. Yes, we've all made mistakes. There are more people than her that has wanted somebody who was considered off limits and dealt with them. But you deal with them on your terms and their terms. Once you went and did what you did, you want to turn around and basically, again, like I said, hide your hand, make people think you good. No, bitch, you are not.
I love my husband. I love those two babies that come with them. I'm a family oriented type of person.
And you do acknowledge the problem was you loved him while he was still somebody else's husband.
Well, not necessarily.
Separated, but somebody else's husband.
I've always had love for Tim, but never romantic feelings for him until we got together.
While he was still married, but separated.
Legally married.
Yeah, but separated.
And legally separated, yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's your point.
Yes.
You say that was over. It just had to show.
Yes, once you separate from someone and you're not going to sleep with them and you're not in their home with them, I don't see it as a bad thing. Everybody moved on. My ex, he moved on. He was in a relationship. She moved on. She's in a relationship. Why is it that it's a problem for me to do that? I don't understand that.
Okay.
Because you didn't wait, ho. Because honestly, I really feel like the main issue here is the fact of her conducting her shenanigans in Akira's home. That's where the problem is. Dancing up on him in the bathroom. And there was a video that she shot of them being together in this house. You can't get away from that, Brenay. And the fact that you come online and lie is why people get angry. That's why I'm calling you out of your name, because you're not showing me that you're a respectable individual. You could be a respectable woman that made a mistake, but you're not. Because you sitting here with a smile on your face. Oh, why did people have a problem with us being together? Because he was somebody else's before yours, and you went in her house and got him. That's the part that matters.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to be clear on.
Yeah.
All right, I want to thank Brenay and Tim for sharing their story. No matter how unhappy someone is, look, their partner did not make them cheat. The decision to have an affair belongs 100% to the person who strays. Now, if you want out of a relationship, my advice to you is to be transparent about it and leave. And both of them say they did. They separated. They had gone on. All the paperwork hadn't been worked out, but they say they were transparent and they had moved on. You can make up your own minds about that. But if you want to ask me a question about something you or someone you know is struggling with, maybe it's a family conflict like Brenay's and Tim's, or an overbearing in-law, or someone that's estranged from your children, whatever, just go to envoytv.com/Dr. Phil and fill out the submission form. I'll be reading your letters and would love to help you navigate your family crisis.
I feel like they must have put something in play to where Dr. Phil could not be honest. Because this was such a weak ass show. It was weak. It was a little bit better than Tamron's, you're right, but at the same time, it was still weak because for me, you can't come on my show if I can't call a spade a spade. You're saying that you didn't want them kids, but you was having sex with her. So, I still want to screw you because I married you, but don't make no baby. Huh? No, you was there because you wanted to be, Tim. You married her because you wanted to. Now, maybe the family had a requirement that y'all can't lay up in my house and not be married. That's fair. But you say Dr. Phil ready to retire. He need to be, because that was the weakest show. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know the man still came on. He need to retire. But yeah, I mean, call these people out on their BS. All Dr. Phil had to say is, look, there was a lot of evidence that was put out there. And from what I see, you conducted yourself very inappropriately in this woman's house. And I'm not talking about no video. You heard? I mean, the truth is the truth. And most of the truth was put out there by Brenay. These things are out there. And anybody that takes them on a nationally syndicated TV show and does not call them out on their truth is a piece of shit person. And that's just how I feel about it. Because if she's going to stand on her laurels, stand on them. Stand on the truth. You did what you did. Just own it, though. Yes, I developed a re-attraction for Tim. Yes, I developed it when he was with her, because why are you in this woman's house talking about I want to be Miss Montague if you didn't feel anything for him? A drunk man tells no tales. That's what they claim. And she should have just said, I was wrong. I was wrong for. And then here's the thing. Okay, you crossed the line by conducting yourself in the way that you did, but you stayed there. Why didn't you leave? She's right. Over a man who don't really want her. If Akira could do for him what Brenay could do, he would have been with her. He wouldn't have never left her. And yes, her body is not shaped as good as Akira, but that don't mean shit. That's not why she ain't shit. She ain't shit because you went in a woman's house and conducted yourself like a pure D whore. And now you want everybody to praise you for it and be happy for you. Damn the hurt that you caused this woman and her children. And then you won't even own the truth. You won't even own it. That's why she ain't shit. That's how I feel. Anybody else got anything to say? I just wanted us to check that out today. Baby, that was a hot mess. It was a mess. But it is what it is. Tell me what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Anybody got anything else to say? All right then, guys. That's all I have for y'all today. I will see y'all in the next one. I do have a video that will go up tomorrow. Thank y'all so very much for coming and checking out this video with me. I appreciate every last one of you. If you have not hit that like button, please go ahead and hit it. You know what? I thought their court date, Sunrose, was in December, but as of yet, I've heard nothing. Now, Akira and Brenay went to court late December about the stalking charge, but I'll look that up and see what I can find out about that. But other than that, yeah, other than that, I'm not quite sure when they do. I'll look for information on that though, and I'll update you. All right, Melody. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.